When Marlo Hampton said today drained me, that's how I feel about today. She works hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. Do 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 do. She works hard for the money, so you better treat her right. So yesterday I spent some time updating my website, just changing the format and everything. I was trying to rewrite the bio. I was trying to rewrite my bio. And I was having such a hard time figuring out what to put as my title. Because for the longest time, I have identified myself as a writer. But as time has gone on, yes, I'm a writer, but there's more to me. I just don't like labels. I don't like labels. I don't like being boxed in because I have many interests, talents, and we're all multifaceted beings. We can do different things, we like different things. And when I went to ChatGPT to give me a little help on what to put in my about section, it labels me as a content creator. It gave me such a resume like robotic corporate description. It said I was a digital storyteller and this and that, and I was just like, I hate these phrases. What does it mean? I just think those titles are so limiting. What does that even mean? When I hear content creator, what does it mean? What are you creating? And it kind of reminded me why I despise the phrase, what do you do? Because immediately in my brain, it was someone asking me, what do I do for work? And for me, that's not the most interesting part of me. My job is my job. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful and appreciative of it, but it's not my identity. It's not who I am. I remember one time, oh my God, I had went to an old college friend's baby shower and I saw one of her close friends there and we were catching up, and I remember she asked me, what do I do? And the way I was malfunctioning and glitching at the question, because I was like, do I tell her that I'm a writer but I don't write anymore? Do I tell her that I have a YouTube channel? Do I tell her that I work for this company and this is what I do? I am pretty sure that she walked away from that conversation like, that girl is lying. That question used to stress me out. And now when someone asks me that question, I can now differentiate. This is my day job, but outside of that, this is what I do. Yeah, I think sometimes labels can keep us stuck in a particular box. It just doesn't allow wiggle room to do different things. And not personally, but I think outsiders, if they view you as, oh, you're a writer, well, you do this, and then they can't see you doing something else. And I think that's why a lot of artists explain their journeys in trying to delve into other industries. They have a hard time breaking in because they're just viewed as this particular artist. They're viewed as a rapper, they're viewed as a singer, they're viewed as this. And when you try to break free from that mold, it's like, whoa, well, what do you know about this? Well, actually, I know a lot and I actually have an interest in this. Don't be consumed by labels. Don't be caught up. We are more than these titles. A title is just a title. It doesn't define who you are. When you remove the attachment from this is my job, this is my title, and really who are you and what are you trying to do? I think it makes life totally clearer, and I think it really just helps open up the doors to figuring out what your purpose is and even honing in on that. If someone were to come up to me, I'd be like, yeah, so I make miniseries and I document my life on YouTube. Simple, bam. And they're like, okay, they want to know more. They want to know more. Okay, what exactly? What kind of series? What are you talking about? I think it's so much more interesting than saying I'm a data analyst. What does that mean? You're analyzing data? Okay, of what? I don't know. I just think that it can be kind of confusing. Yeah, and I think it's also a conversation of me becoming comfortable with sharing what I actually care about and what my true passion and interest is, and not leading with my job, because I would always lead with my job, even though my job, whatever job it was at the time, wasn't even something that I truly identified with. It just wasn't me, and that's why it used to frustrate me and it used to stress me out, because at the end of the day, what are we really doing? Does anybody know what they're doing? I think we're all trying to figure it out day by day, right? Tell me something good. I don't know the words, but shout out to Shaka Khan. Tell me something good. Or was that Rufus? I don't know if it's Shaka Khan and or Rufus, but Having something to look forward to definitely makes life less mundane. And so I think when you incorporate little things, especially if you find yourself in a space where you're tired of everything and it's boring and there's nothing exciting, if you're able to fit in one or two things in your daily routine that bring you a burst of energy, that bring you joy, it starts building up as a mood booster, but in the same time you're developing a skill and it may reopen your passion for said thing. And goals are great, goals are important, because I think we should always be striving to be the best version of ourselves and just going a little bit harder each and every day and making sure that we're taking care of ourselves and doing things that are beneficial to us and to those around us. I don't think a goal has to be something that you're like, I gotta grind, I gotta go, I gotta get it, come on, like I got it doesn't have to be this serious, overachieving, overarching thing in your life. It doesn't. A goal could be something as simple, okay, I'm gonna make sure that I eat one fruit each and every day. It could literally be anything that your heart desires, okay? But I think the more that you incorporate things that bring you joy, the more that your life does become joyful. Because I can say, the more time that I put into creating videos and just practicing gratitude and looking forward to each day, it has really changed my perspective. And the way I used to look at things and the way I used to dread certain things, it doesn't exist anymore, because now I have things to look forward to. I have a future. I'm building a future. I'm literally living out my dream life day by day with the actions that I'm taking. And not every day is going to be a perfect day. Perfect day. Nothing standing in my way as perfect day. I think the movie was Snow Day. Does anyone remember Snow Day? Yeah, not every day is going to be perfect, okay? We're human, we're flawed, okay? Flaws and all. It takes time, it takes effort, and I think it's always better to try, give things a chance before just giving up all at once. And it just teaches you discipline, honestly. When you're able to master discipline in one area, it makes it so much more easier to do it in other areas, and it makes you feel good, feel great, and you overall just become a happier person because your life has become more structured and you have something or some things to look forward to each and every day. With the election, okay, the election then come and went. We have a new president or should we say a returning president, okay? And I think the best thing that we can do for ourselves is get that money up, okay? Get your money up, okay? Make sure that you're taking care of yourself financially and putting things together. Get your ducks in a row so that, God forbid, if everything were to go down, you are taken care of, your family's taken care of. I think this is not really the time to dwell and complain. I think that we can take action and educate ourselves in what we can do to make things a better experience for ourselves and for others. And I think that definitely starts with, okay, what can I do to make sure that myself and my family are in the best position possible? And it's not easy, but if we take those small steps to, clearing out that debt. Okay, I know all about that debt, honey. Okay, I know all about that. Making sure things are taken care of. Because the last thing in general, election aside, the last thing you want is for something to happen and you're scrambling and you don't have any money and you're just put in the worst predicament possible. So I think the best thing for all of us, including myself, is to make sure that we're taking care of things, like I said, ducks are in a row, so that we are covered and protected and we're able to figure out how can I navigate in what's happening now, because we can't change the past, we can't change it, so we can only look forward and see, okay, what can I do locally in my state, in my town, to make a change? What can I do for myself? What can I do for my family? I think that research and education is important, and yeah, don't give up. Don't lose that spark, because it can be very hard when things are looking bleak, when you're scared, when you're uncertain. But I think it's important to stay positive and try to look at things from a higher lens, so that you're making the best decision possible and you're making sane, smart decisions for yourself. And yeah. We have reached the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.